Hello, Alicia here. I'm coming to you with my 9-week post-op update out from vertical sleeve gastrectomy, which I had on January 29th, 2014. All right, so I'll start off with my numbers. And the last time I checked in, I was at 311. The following week, I was at 310.4. So I shouldn't say only, but a 6-pound loss for that week. And then this week I came in at 305.6. So that's a total weight loss of 57.4 pounds and a loss in surgery of 32.5 pounds. Overall percent of weight loss 15.81, and my percentage of excess weight loss is 29.74. So not bad. So I want to update on just my goals and whatnot. I started something in the month of March related to I set some goals for the month of March in terms of things that I wanted to accomplish. Nothing major, nothing big, but just something to keep me going throughout the month. So I'll update on what happened with those goals. So I had 3 goals. One was to, deal with my scale issues. And halfway through the month, as I said, I was only going to weigh once a week. Halfway through the month, I feel like that wasn't working for me. It made me even more anxious than, weighing every day. So I went back to weighing every day. And I'm still weighing every day or every other day. I still have a love-hate relationship with the scale. I don't really know what to do about it. It drives me crazy not to weigh, and then it drives me crazy to weigh, especially in those weeks where I lose weight so slowly. I don't see the scale move, and I just don't know how to deal with that. So I think it's just a work in progress. My other goal was to focus on my non-scale victories. So I started making a log of all of my non-scale victories, and I am continuing to do that, and I'll share those with you in a moment. And then begin on-purpose exercise at least 3 times a week for a minimum of 30 minutes. So the last time I checked in, I talked about, well, I hadn't started anything. And I mentioned that I was going to potentially start working out with a personal trainer, and I did that. So I signed up for the program. I mentioned that it's super expensive. At least to me, it's super expensive. So I had to, cut out some things to justify, going to a personal trainer 3 times a week. So while it doesn't pay for all of it, it really only pays for like half of it. I do have a housekeeper that comes in once a week, so I had to let my housekeeper go, which I hate because she does such a good job and I don't like to clean. So I straighten, but I don't like to do heavy duty cleaning, but oh well, my health is more important. So I had to 86 the housekeeper. So I started that last week, and things are going well. I enjoy the one-on-one attention with the trainer, and then I'm also doing, so it's strength training and then cardio as well, either in the facility or on my own. It's interesting though, I don't think that they have ever really, I rotate among all of the trainers. At some point, if I want to stick with one in particular, I will, but based on my schedule and just wanting flexibility, that's fine. There's 5 different trainers. I've gotten to know them all now. But it's interesting. I don't know that they've ever really had weight loss surgery patients, so I have to kind of, they also have a nutrition program, and, I have to kind of walk them through, what the surgeries are and kind of what I eat. I think it's very shocking to them. Each time I go over it with someone, it's shocking to them to learn just how little I eat. I tell them I eat between 700 and 850 calories a day, and I can see it in their face, like, what? How can you really exist on that? So some education on their part. I think I'm going to give them my Life After Surgery handbook, a copy of that, just so that they can educate themselves on just the differences when dealing with, someone who has gone through weight loss surgery versus someone who hasn't. Everybody's really open. They want to learn. So I think it's great. It kind of reminds me though of, way back in the day, I remember I used to have a lot of non-Black friends. And so you would have to spend time always educating them on Black culture, or you were the representative of all Black people. I got over that. But it kind of feels like that. But I'm okay for now, kind of helping them understand what the journey is like. So I'm proud of myself for that, starting the exercise. So then I say I met 2 of my 3 goals, and I amended the first one. I guess that's kind of cheating though. Okay, so for the month of April, my goal is to add 1 day of exercise. So my objective is to work out 4 days a week, and I am doing that. So far this week I've worked out every day. I look a mess right now because I came from working out. And what I'm doing is on the days that I don't go to see my personal trainer, I work out at work. After I go immediately from my office over to the small gym we have and do some cardio. So that's working out pretty well. I actually think I'm going to exceed that goal of more than 4 days a week. I want to increase my water intake. So right now I'm doing a good job. I get in at least 8 glasses of water a day, and I just want to up that to 10. So far so good. And start adding jogging to my cardio. So I'm a big girl, so jogging is not my forte. It never has been. But it's one of the kind of dreams I have for myself, is that I want to be able to jog a significant distance. And that's kind of, for me, a sign of health, for my own personal fitness. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to add a certain amount for each workout. So the first time, I jogged 1 minute, which is really not that bad. If I think about when I was working out before, a few years ago, when I had lost weight and I was working out consistently for about 6 months, I have already surpassed, in terms of fitness, what I had worked up to then. So I'm proud of myself for that. That's actually one of my NSVs. Other NSVs, which interestingly, because I guess I've been focused more on fitness, all mainly revolve around fitness. So obviously working out with a trainer, I've never done that before. I did have my 2-month post-op visit with my surgeon, and everything went very well. My surgeon said I really looked great. I looked like a different person, bright and energetic. And I really think that what she meant by that was that there was something coming from within. I seemed, just different. I also worked out in the gym at work. So I have worked at my company for over 3 years, and I have never even stepped foot in the gym. So that's an accomplishment that now I've been going in there regularly. Okay, so I walked a mile in 17 minutes and 8 seconds. And that might not seem like that big of a deal. I mean, really, that's not that fast. But the last time that I had worked out consistently for 6 months, I barely made it below the 17-minute mark, and I'm already starting out there now. I also walked 2 miles on purpose. So with my workouts before, once I hit 30 minutes, I'm done. So I never made it up to 2 miles. Now, certainly, if you're out and about or whatever, you might leisurely be walking and you end up walking 2 miles. Or, when I'm traveling and I'm in a city and I'm doing a lot of walking, that kind of thing. But when I'm doing an actual workout, I'd cut it off at 30 minutes. So 2 miles was a big deal. And so since I hit that 2 mile mark, I make sure that every time I do cardio, I walk 2 miles. So those are my NSVs for the week, for the last 2 weeks. Just some other updates. So I went out to eat for the very first time since surgery. Went out with some friends, and it really wasn't that big of a deal. I we went to a Thai place and I thought, oh my God, Thai. So you've got rice and noodles and what do I do? But you know what? They had chicken satay. Not a big deal. Sat there, ate, had good conversation. No problem. So I don't think that's going to be a problem for me going out to eat with friends or whatever. I didn't have any alcohol. I would love to have a glass of red wine right now, but I'm abstaining for the moment. And one thing that I have noticed a little bit is that I am wanting to graze a little. So I have to keep myself in check. So like when I get home from work, I find myself throwing things in my mouth as I'm fixing dinner. So I might like eat a couple of almonds or a little piece of like turkey jerky or beef jerky or whatever. And that's not good. So I need to make sure, really make the effort not to eat unless it's a planned meal or snack, because I feel like I could kind of go down a path that I certainly don't want to go down with respect to all of that. Let's see. Do I have any other update? Oh, I took my measurements again. So I take my measurements once a month, and I am down a total of about 20 inches. So pardon my smoke alarm in the background. Clearly, I need to change the battery. Whatever. So I'll do that later. But I have lost about 20 inches off my body, so that is pretty good too. The other thing is that I weigh less now than I have in a really long time. Probably about 10 years. I actually was a vegetarian for a couple of years and had lost weight, and then you know, kind of did something else, kind of added something to the routine, and I actually got down probably a little bit lower than this. I only stayed there for a really brief time because around that same time my father got really sick and later passed away with cancer. So, you know, stress eating and all that kind of stuff. So I only stayed at that low weight for a minute. So I feel pretty good about that. I think the, you know, getting below 300 is right around the corner. And I'm just feeling good about, you know, my progress. I'm trying not to focus on the fact that it is slower than I had anticipated. My objective has been, you know, to lose 15 pounds a month in the first 6 months, and I'm just barely on track with that. So hopefully I can continue on with that. I'm hoping that, you know, with the increased activity that I will certainly be able to hit that goal, maybe even speed things up a little bit. My doctor, I have low thyroid, so my doctor also increased my thyroid medication, so hopefully that may have an impact on my metabolism. I'm just looking for anything that I can do to kind of jumpstart. And certainly, you know, I'm kind of reflecting on it, and I don't know that I necessarily want to lose too fast, but, you know, I'd be okay if it was a little bit faster. So one other thing that freaked me out, and then I did some research on the internet and figured out what it was, but my urine was super duper bright yellow. And I learned that, so if anybody ever has this issue, don't freak out. It's just the B vitamins that you take, evidence that you are peeing out all of those expensive vitamins, but no. So that's what that was, so I was okay with that. I think that is really it for this week. Thanks to all of my new subscribers. I really appreciate it. It amazes me that anyone would really be interested in hearing what I have to say about, you know, my journey through all of this. So I really appreciate it, and I appreciate your comments very much. And I certainly enjoy watching all of you and checking in with all of you to see how you're doing. So I wish all of you the best of luck. And that's it. So make it a good one. Thanks. Bye.